Hello everybody, welcome to Pete's Peninsula Kitchen. In these very difficult times, it's very important to remember that you have the opportunity to save a lot of pennies if you're able to bake your own bread. We're looking at 12 cents a loaf as opposed to about $4.50 to $5 for a decent set of loaf. This particular recipe is a 3-ingredient recipe. It's flour, salt and yeast. So let me just show you just exactly how easy this is. It's 3 cups of flour, just ordinary plain flour. Alright, 1, 2, whoop, not so much on this one, but 3 cups of flour, 1 1¼ teaspoons of salt. Very simple recipe. Even a 6-year-old can do it. Alright. And you can either put about 1/4 teaspoon of dry yeast, or I've been lucky enough to find some fresh yeast from a bakery that was closing down. And that will be probably about a teaspoon of fresh yeast. And if you just dissolve that into some lukewarm water, that will mix. And this is a no need at all to knead recipe. So it's very, very simple. Tip that in. Alright. And what you also need is a 1.5 cups of water. 1.5 cups of water. 1.5. Then it's a matter of just mixing that in, turning it around. And this needs to set for 12 hours, so I would recommend, just so it's available for you first thing in the morning, maybe do it late afternoon, and then you're able to get up in the morning, put it in a super hot oven. Alright, and what you need to be using here is a cast iron pot with a lid. Got the lid over here. They don't even need to match. The lid. Preheat the oven to as high as it can go, about 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 250 odd Celsius, but just as high as it can go. And that's essentially it. Alright, just mix it around a little bit. Now you just leave that in the pot, leave that in the mixing bowl, just overnight for 12 hours, and then you come back, you just throw it in there, put some flour in the bottom just so it doesn't stick, and heat it. This needs to be super hot, all right? Put a lid on for 30 minutes, 30 minutes lid, take the lid off, put it back in, let it sit so it can get a nice crust for another 20 odd minutes, and then you've got a beautiful loaf of bread. This is the first installment in baking in these very challenging times. It's going to save you a lot of money, and hopefully you can enjoy it with your family. Cup of tea, jam, wonderful. Thanks for attending Pete's Peninsula Kitchen.